You was trying to say something about warriors, bro. Let's talk about that shit, bro.
Yeah, there's a warrior inside of everybody because that, bro, that like feeling like resonates within us. Like that is what survival is, you know, being a warrior and like fending for yourself,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Because people used to live under, like, even in Haiti, people was living under there's this dictator like Duvalier, Papa Dog is
Yeah,
what his name is. But like my people didn't go through the same thing that your people did with communism, but I mean
yeah,
they definitely did go through some oppression.
yeah. I mean, they went through greater oppression than anybody, but it's a different type, you know.
Well, I'm not speaking of slavery. I'm speaking of the actual, like,
As a
yeah,
state
as a
already,
state, yeah,
as a free state.
yeah.
Hell yeah,
But I mean,
man.
slavery is just as bad too. But I mean, I'm just saying, bro. Like, people have always struggled, and that will to be a warrior is what makes you overcome it, no matter what time it is. You know. So like, that's how we've been able to survive for this long. You know, because
Hell
like,
yeah.
if there was a fault with one of the versions of you, like the previous your ancestors, right? If there was like a fatal flaw in your ancestors, they would have died, and you would have not been here.
Hey, that's what I always think about. Like, basically, we are the best versions of our like ancestors because everybody else, like, let's go back like 200 years or 300 years or even more like that. Like, of course, there's somebody who you are directly like related from. Like, you come from that person, right? And imagine, let's say it's your great 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 grandfather or whatever. Like, if he would like died, like because he was weak, or like if he could no get no woman, he died, or he could get no food or some
Wasn't
shit.
good to mate.
Like, you wouldn't exist. You wouldn't exist. Or the same for me. So everybody who lives right now is the like it should be like that. Everybody who lives right now is like comes from people who survived, you know. But I don't know if it's that way, but it feels like it.
It does.
Because I mean, that's crazy though to think like that, right? Like,
Yeah. It.
everybody who
I
lives
just
right
think
now,
of.
their ancestors, huh?
I just think of all the people like that came before me, like lined up, bro. You know, in like a line,
Hell yeah.
and like I look at all of them and like, you know, like, bro, there's like not one of them like messed up, because if like they had to go to war, they had to fight, like they were in the war, bro, like they were in the
Hell yeah.
jungle, bro. They were in the jungle. They were in the desert. They were in the ocean. They
Yeah,
were everywhere, bro.
that's true.
It touched
The
everywhere.
fun. Hell yeah. The funny thing is though, like sometimes I think about like that. It's like a great motivation to think like that. Like to think like, hell yeah, like all my ancestors and shit. They are watching me like that. I gotta do something like great, you know. But at the same time, when I think right now about like I don't right now. I think they didn't even think about us, you know, because I personally I don't think about further than my grandchildren. You know, like my children's children. That's the first I think about. You know, but after that, I don't even think about that anymore. So I think like our ancestors, they wouldn't even have cared that much about us. You know, if you're being honest, bro. Because man, come on, bro.
Well,
Like, come on.
I think that's true, because I mean, humans, we only care about what's in front of us. Well, like,
Yeah, we care about our life
yeah,
right
like you
now.
don't
Like
want to be
they
thinking about too much in the future. Like, you don't want to be thinking about that. Like, you want to think
hell
about
yeah,
what's in front of you.
they was just trying to survive at that moment. They wasn't thinking like, hell yeah, 200 years, like that boy Nixon gonna change the world. Nah, they
Now,
was trying to survive.
they was just thinking about right now. Like,
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with thinking like that. But
Nah, I don't think that's wrong either. It's good.
but
It's good to think like that. You gotta think about now. If you think only about the future, you're gonna just like lose your mind.
exactly, you're gonna fall behind. Or if you think about the past too much, you're gonna fall behind. You gotta have balance.
Yo, but that's actually, yo, wait a second. That's actually crazy. Like some people, they just stop the whole bloodline, bro. Like if you're the only child and your parents have no siblings and you get no kids, you basically just stop that whole bloodline, bro.
Disappeared.
That shit's crazy.
Poof.
Hell yeah, that's crazy, bro.
That's part of survival of the fittest, natural selection, bro. We weak,
That's
weak
fucked
ass
up, bro.
boy, weak ass boy. You feel me? Them weak ass they can't survive, bro. They just fell behind. You know, sometimes the bird, its beak don't develop to break that nut. You feel me? Its beak
Hell
is
yeah,
still
but
flat.
at the same time, bro, like just imagine how many bloodlines already don't exist anymore. That's
There's so
crazy.
much people
That's
who died
crazy,
in
man.
war, bro. Like they died in war.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
their generation
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
get to come through. What if they would have already like gave birth to somebody who would have like cured cancer or something like that? And like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine what type of people would live now. Like, probably, probably like amazing people too, or like the worst of the worst too. You know, it's always that
that's
way. It's
true.
always two sides.
It's two
It's always
sides.
two sides.
It could never be. Oh yeah, imagine how much more great people we would have had in the world. Cause it don't work like that. You feel me?
Yeah, it's both ways.
It's both ways, which is
But hell yeah,
crazy.
like man,